Lattimore should be released. Noah Brown should be released. Jaden Daniels' kryptonite is playing against defenses with athletic edge rushers, fast and athletic linebackers, and press corners. His career is young yet, and he might get better. He should get better, but they're going to have to throw the long ball more. Throwing 3 to 6 yard passes or bubble screens is not effective against sideline to sideline athletic defenses. Cliff Kingsbury said after last year's Thursday debacle against the Eagles that he installed too much game plan and he needed to dumb things down. Well, he certainly dumbed things down for this game. They were outcoached. They were out physical. Trey Amos played pretty well. He gave up a couple passes, but every DB does that. But I thought he played well. Apologies for the commercials. I'm using the NFL highlights. If you look at the Commanders alongside the Packers, you realize just how much older the Commanders are and how much, quite frankly, slower they are. The receivers have a difficult time creating space, getting open, even with Terry McLaurin. A lot of people said, give Terry McLaurin 34 mil, call it a day. What are you doing? 34 mil per year is elite money, and elite players make a difference. They make their entire unit better. And Terry is not one of those guys. I love Terry. The tight ends have been a problem for Dan Quinn's defenses for a while. And I think you need somebody like Tyler Owens at the star position covering these tight ends. He's 6'3". He's one of the fastest players on the team. His assignment, especially since knowing coming into the game that Kraft is used heavily and that he's a good tight end, you find somebody to match up. Frankie Louvu has not played well the first 2 games. And why is Bobby Wagner covering out in space at this point? Defense had a silver lining. They played the run well again. That's good. And they played the pass moderately well. So I think these next few days, the Commanders should be working out a plethora of players. But bring in young and talented players. First, second year guys, maybe even third year guys. Don't bring in those 30-year-old journeyman type players with intriguing size or whatever. Like your 6'2" corner that's been on 5 practice squads, that's 30 years old, and you say that's the quintessential Dan Quinn corner. No, bring in somebody young and hungry. Give me a few more Ja'Cory Krosky merits at the skill positions. Speaking of Ja'Cory, speaking of Bill, 2 carries, that's it. His first carry was 5 yards. That's pretty good. Second carry was 4 yards. And he's the type of running back that has the same energy the whole game. So maybe running a little bit more would have been a good idea. Also, take a page from the Packers. Stretch out the safeties. Throw the long ball to stretch them out a little bit. It's glaring how big the Packers receivers are compared to the Commanders receivers. Please go get a 6'2", 6'3" guy that can run and high point the ball, moss people, separate. Now, you might say those guys aren't on the street. If your scouting department is worth its salt, they can find somebody. They can scour the practice squad of other teams. Find a good, promising receiver. Von Miller looks like he's getting slower and slower in front of our eyes. It takes playing a team like the Packers to see how much more you need as it relates to your own team. Get well soon, Dietrich Wise. Get well soon, Eckler. They were outcoached, outplayed. What more can you say?